Joining us now is talkTV's royal editor, Sarah Hewson. Thanks for joining us, Sarah. We'll talk about Kate in a minute. Obviously, great news she's gone home. We wish her a speedy recovery. I believe I'm right in saying she's gone home rather earlier than expected, so that's extremely good news. But what isn't quite such good news is the fact the King's stay in hospital has been extended for an extra night, and we're learning today that he may well be out of action for a month, which is a slightly more serious scenario than we were originally given. I don't want to speculate too much about his private health matters, but perhaps his condition is a little bit more complicated than we'd hoped.
Yeah, hi to you, Kevin, Alex. Yes, we were expecting, although we didn't really know for sure, that the King would be in hospital for a couple of nights and then be discharged. It was extended, so he was admitted on Friday. We saw him go into the London clinic on Friday morning. He visited his daughter-in-law, the Princess of Wales, and then he underwent the procedure for an enlarged prostate. His wife, Queen Camilla, left the hospital later that day and said that he was doing fine and everything had gone well. She's been visiting him on numerous occasions throughout the weekend, once, sometimes twice a day. She's arrived at the hospital again in the last hour to visit him there. But yes, his stay was extended, stayed in last night. We don't know whether or not he might be discharged later on today. We're waiting to see if there is any movement on that front, but we're being guided that he is going to be off public duties at least for about a month, which is probably a little longer than most of us had anticipated. But know that he's 75 years old, and Queen Camilla has told him it is time to slow down, and perhaps this recent health scare might be the warning shot that he needed in order to take a little bit of a step back. Last year was a very busy year, of course, with his coronation. He also had royal tours of Germany and France. He was in Dubai for the COP summit, for example. He's still been working. He will carry on working privately, but we won't be seeing him on public duties for some time.
Well, of course, goes without saying, we wish him all the best. I'm sure he'll be back to business as usual as soon as possible. And with Camilla's advice to slow down, I would say good luck with that, Camilla. He's a workaholic. But
I agree with you there. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. I mean, we love him for his hard work, so we can't wait for him to be back. Let's have a few words about the Princess of Wales, Kate. She's gone home, as I said, slightly earlier than expected, so that's good news. But she's going to be recuperating until Easter. Any word on what she's going to be up to during that time?
Well, we were told when she was admitted to hospital that she was going to be in for 10 to 14 days. I mean, actually, it was getting towards the latter end of that, just short of 2 weeks stay in hospital, which is a very long time for her to have been in hospital, which told us just how major the surgery was. She has now gone home to Windsor, to their home, Adelaide Cottage. I think they will be very pleased that she managed to leave the hospital unspotted by all of the cameras that are there at every entrance and exit, because you've got the King and his daughter-in-law who were both there. She's going to be recuperating at home, as you said, Kev, until Easter. So we're not going to see her in public until April, it seems, at the earliest, although Kensington Palace say they will take medical advice closer to the time. She's said to be making good progress. William is still off duties while he's looking after her and the children, but Kensington Palace have suggested today that he will see how her care and her recuperation settle now she's at home, and then make a decision on when he returns to public duties. But we've still got, 2 to 3 months before the Princess of Wales is back to business. I think she'll be working privately as well from home, but her first priority will be the children, and having been away from them so long, catching up with them back in the privacy of her own home.
Yeah, they'll be thrilled to have Mum back.
They will, I'm sure. Sarah, thank you ever so